All right, welcome back for night 2 of Wedding Watch. I'm Brandon,
I'm Victoria.
and we're here to talk about Audrey and Peyton's big wedding coming up. Can you believe it, Victoria? In less than 6 days, Peyton and Audrey will be getting married in North Carolina. Are you excited?
Still excited. You asked that yesterday.
I just want to make sure nothing's changed since yesterday. You had a whole day of work, you had a lot of important meetings. You're still good with it.
Still good with it. They can still move forward.
Awesome. That's exciting. That's really exciting. So, 6 days left. North Carolina. Rain today. Any fears?
I think it's always a risk when you plan an outdoor wedding.
Yeah. What's the backup plan?
I don't know if there is one. Everybody bring an umbrella just in case.
That's a good suggestion for life.
Or we'll bring some trash bags and we'll share if we like you.
I won't.
I'll share.
Well, cool. That's great. So, what's up today? Today we're going to talk about specifically the location as well as wedding etiquette and traditions. So when we think about the location, it's important to think where we're going to be. We're in the state of North Carolina, but where exactly is this wedding? What does this wedding location mean to the bride and groom? What do you think, Victoria?
I think it's a pretty spot that's not too far from Charlotte.
Well, that makes a lot of sense. How far is it from Charlotte? I haven't done the math yet.
I'm going to say approximately 5 to 5.5 hours.
How far is it from Toronto?
I'm going to say approximately 32 hours.
What about Houston, Texas?
That would be definitely 17 hours.
17 hours. What about St. Louis, Missouri?
About 13 hours.
What about Virginia?
We'll say 9 hours sounds good.
Okay, so if you're in any of those cities, you now know how long it'll roughly take to, we think, drive. But she didn't specify in those estimations. We'll hope that's accurate.
You might want to Google that.
For those that aren't from the United States of Carolina, there are 2 states, North and South. While this one, I think, is in North Carolina, there's another state and it has a bunch of beaches. We're not going to talk at all about that the rest of this show. We will talk about North Carolina. So first up, Vicky, fast facts. How large do you think the Emerald Isle is in North Carolina?
I think it's small.
In terms of population, what would you say that is?
About 4,000 people.
That's pretty close. 3,691 people on Emerald Isle. It is a small island, holding that many people. It's approximately 12 miles long. It's off the coast of North Carolina, as we've said. Fun fact, there is a series of novels by the author Grace Green in which she has some kind of story going on in Emerald Isle. You should look it up on Amazon. It's available on Amazon or Kindle.
Do we know anything about the story?
I did not read any information about the story. It had a bunch of beach chairs on the covers, so it looks interesting for those that might find it interesting to read while you're at the beach.
I don't know that was a super fun fact, but we'll go with it.
Have you read the books?
I didn't know they exist.
Wow. Maybe you should judge. You should read a book before you judge it by its cover.
A book that you know nothing about. Sure.
What to do in Emerald Isle? I mean, I know that I'm looking forward to going to the wedding, but what are you looking forward to doing?
The wedding, we got the beach. We've got some naturey places we could go hike.
So I'm hearing there's 2 beaches in North Carolina. Which one are you, or sorry, 2 beaches on Emerald Isle. Which 2 are you looking forward to? There might be more.
I didn't know there were 2 beaches. I just the general beach with the ocean.
Got it. I'm reading that there is the official Emerald Isle beach, as well as another beach that might have fallen off my piece of paper, but there is another beach supposedly, so that's very interesting. Another thing that I'm looking forward to specifically is the Salty Pirate Water Park. You can never say enough bad things about pirates, so from my perspective, I'm very much looking forward to that. I might make it to the Salty Pirate Water Park. What about you? Would you join me at the Salty Pirate Water Park?
I would not. I'm the size of a whale, and we don't need to get all the water out from going on this side.
That's probably a good thing. What are some of the other locations that you'd like to go?
I think some of the parks and anywhere with food.
Anywhere with food. So the Trading Post is a very popular location. Southern Food and Spirits, as well as maybe the Growler Bar in Emerald Isle, right? Maybe not quite for you, but a couple places you could go to. I think the last thing that sounds really interesting is the Bogue Inlet Fishing Pier. You can go, you can get your big fishing rod and some bait, and you can go fishing. What would you fish for?
I don't fish. But you can go fishing.
I don't fish. But maybe if there's people, we could take pictures of them fishing.
Okay.
Okay, cool. So, any other topics you want to cover?
Before we move on to etiquette?
I guess not.
No, I'm good.
All right. First up, we're going to talk now a little bit about wedding etiquette and traditions. And this is going to be fun. We're going to have a little quiz here. Vicky, for you. First one's up. This is on the topic of the best man. True or false? The best man's duty is to ensure that the groom shows up on the wedding day.
True.
That is not true. That is in fact false. The best man's duty was armed backup to the groom in order to make sure that if a kidnapping was necessary to kidnap the bride from the overprotected parents, the groom had the backup. So that is what the best man is there for.
We might need that. That's good to know. Okay.
You're up.
I'm going to call our guest for the week to quiz her on our etiquette.
Guess for the week, we're doing this every day.
Every day, whatever.
Turn the volume way up.
Hello.
Hi, you're on Wedding Watch 2022. This is Terry Email. She is the aunt of the bride.
I am so excited to be here.
No pressure, but we're actually calling you on a quiz night.
Oh no. Okay, I'm ready. Let me put on my brain. Okay, go ahead.
We're going to read you or explain to you etiquette from weddings or traditions from weddings, and you have to tell us true or false or pick an answer.
Okay.
Right. So my first question is, does a bride wear a wedding veil to symbolize her innocence on her wedding day, or to disguise herself from evil spirits that may want to ruin her wedding day?
Question, what do you mean by innocence?
Terry knows.
Okay, now we're getting into an area of questioning the true meaning of innocence that we probably should not go into on a PG-rated wedding watch.
False. I set this stream up as not for kids, so you can say whatever you want.
But just so you
I don't
know,
like that.
if you get our
You'll
etiquette
still get
questions
me
wrong,
canceled. You'll
you-
still get me canceled.
it's true, yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's the spirits, though.
It is the spirits, you're right. Which is good, because if you get our questions wrong, you lose your invitation to the wedding. So good so far.
Wow, I just barely got by that. Okay.
Do you want to ask your second question?
Yes.
Yes, my turn. True or false? The diamond engagement ring tradition was started in the 1900s by the De Beers Company with the creation of A Diamond is Forever advertising campaign.
True.
That is in fact true. There was an engagement ring tradition, but diamonds were extremely rare, and all rings were extremely rare. But the diamond ring was officially started with the De Beers campaign. Good answer.
Woohoo!
Two for
they've
two.
done a really good job of selling it since then.
Yes, they have. Good job, you haven't lost your invitation to the wedding yet.
Okay. Whew. Okay.
Okay, question number 3. What was the original purpose of a wedding cake? To serve a great dessert, or to break over the bride's head and symbolize fertility?
Okay, I'm really, how many questions do I have?
Are you worried about losing your invite?
I have one more, and I think you have two more after this. These two.
I'm going to have to say a good dessert because that's why I go to weddings.
No, the wedding cake is a symbol of fertility. Yep, didn't see that one coming.
I thought it was all the kids that walked Rachel up the aisle. That's the symbol of fertility.
Oh gosh, that may not have worked if that's what happened.
Okay.
All right, next question. True or false? The bridesmaids all wear similar dresses so that the bride stands out for all to see on her glorious day.
Of course that's true.
That is in fact false. The bride and bridesmaids all dress fancy so that evil spirits and jealous ex-lovers will not identify and spit or throw rocks at the bride.
No, that is so good.
It is
It's so
good.
helpful.
I hope they.
like that answer.
So I guess a better
Okay.
question is, do we think there will be spitting and throwing rocks at the wedding this weekend?
We
Do
can
you have
only
to bring
hope.
your own rocks, or are they provided?
We should have asked that to our guest last night. The mother of the bride might have known.
We'll have to call the mother of the bride back to get clarification.
I think we should throw balloons. I think they're softer.
There will be balloons. We know there will be balloons.
Potentially
But
water
we had to know if
balloons.
they were water balloons or air balloons, right?
Yep.
We don't know yet.
Yeah, okay. Well, this has been wonderful.
We have one final question to keep your
Okay.
invitation.
I'm ready for one final question, maybe.
Traditionally, the bride and the groom save the top tier of their wedding cake. When is the top tier of their wedding cake eaten according to tradition, and why?
The first year anniversary because you made it. And
No,
survived.
believe it or not, it's
Oh man, I am not coming to the wedding.
right. It is when the couple has their first child's christening, and in the olden days, it assumed you would have your child within a year, and you could save money on buying another dessert.
That is so good.
Yeah, these people don't like to pay for dessert apparently.
Well, they need to come live with me for a while. I'll talk them out of that.
Yeah, I'm right there with you.
Wow. Okay, go ahead. Give me the news. Do I get to come to the wedding or not?
We'll consult and get back to you on that.
Yes. Okay, I'll have to take that under advisement.
So while we have you, do you have any advice for the bride and groom? We're not sure if they're watching. There's 4 people. It could be them.
Have fun.
Have fun. Good advice. Awesome.
Hey, was the link the same link? Because I didn't get to go on to for using the link from last night.
Different links every night, and you should have gotten a different email. So if you're not on the email list, I'll make
I'm
sure.
not on the email list. I had it forwarded by Doug. Okay, thanks for telling me that, though. I'll ask Lori to put me on.
I manage the list. I will
Maybe-
I will take care of it.
Oh, thank you. Because I went to do it and I went, oh, I didn't work.
Yeah, there's a new link. New link.
You may have
Okay,
already been
thanks.
cut from the wedding list for the week, so you know.
Maybe the
Awkward.
spirits that we've been talking about are a little bit irritated.
Yep. So anything else you're
I love it.
particularly excited about or breaking news you'd like us to cover this week?
Let's see. I would like for you to cover the information about the junior bridesmaids and the ring bearers.
Oh, that would be fun.
Okay,
Yeah,
write
we
that
will,
down.
We will research that and get back to you.
Okay, thank
Apparently, there's some news about the junior bridesmaids and the
you.
ring
Junior
bearer.
bridesmaid and ring bearers.
Okay,
These
And
people
what
I don't
their
have a clue
role
what's going
is.
on.
You know, what their role is and what they're there for. So,
this is what happens when you invite guests to the call.
Yes, we might be able to get exclusive interviews with these people Friday or Thursday.
wouldn't that be cute, though?
That would be super cute. I like where this is going.
Okay.
All right, well, thank you. Thank you for your time. We're
Thanks
gonna wrap.
so much for calling.
Appreciate it. Have a good one.
You too. Bye.
All right, that wraps us up for Wedding Watch 2022. We'll be back tomorrow. If you want to get the links and the emails and the invites, you can either go to my YouTube channel and subscribe, or go talk to one of us, because I assume you know how to get to us, and connect the dots, and we'll get you connected on the email links. Otherwise, thank you and have a good night.
Yep, and we understand people should be arriving at Emerald Isle starting today. So if there's breaking news that you witness happening, please text us or call us or send us breaking news videos so that we can have full coverage of everything that happens this week.
Thank you and have a good night.